Game 2 of the NBA IHSAA doubleheader in the Western Conference. It is the Plainfield Quakers taking on the Martinsville Artesians. Martinsville dropped game 1 and got held to 10 points in the first half yesterday. And we are back live for Red Pride Court. It's the Quakers taking on the Artesians in game 2. Let's see how well Martinsville will do in their white uniforms, as Plainfield is in their navy and white uniforms today. Austin Horner looking strong last night, looking to go crazy again tonight. And here we go from Red Pride Court. The Quakers have great home court advantage, and we are underway from Plainfield. Wire back to Broughton, back to Dilly. Here's Porath, covering Bo Dilly. Bo Dilly for 2. Great start for Martinsville. Hummel back to Dockery. Dockery back to Porath. To Dockery to Hummel. To Roden. Zach Roden for 3. No, for 2. I thought that was for 3, but no. But no. Here is Dilly. Back to Vanderbush. Cale Vanderbush dunks it in. It's a 2-point lead now for the Artesians. Here's Dockery. Bounce pass to Hummel. Back to Ray Green. And it's going to be a jump ball. And it's a jump ball. Let's see. Will Plainfield take the ball? Over. Let's see. Ray Green there. Roden. Back to Dockery. Back to Hummel. Michael Hummel for 3. It goes in. It was a long 3-pointer, but it goes in. Here's Grady Broughton. Dockery covering. Broughton there. Grady Broughton for 2. Martinsville back up front. Hummel back to Roden. Zach Roden for 3. Roden for 3. Here's Broughton again. Dockery covering. Dockery knocks the ball away. Giving back to Roden. Roden for 2. And the Quakers are now pulling away just a bit over Martinsville. Wire back to Vanderbush. Roden covering Vanderbush. And the shot is blocked. And the shot is blocked again. Plainfield takes the ball back. And here's Green back to Roden. Zach Roden for 3. And the Quakers defense is coming alive against Martinsville here in this one. Run with it. Timeout, Martinsville. Artesians call their first timeout. It's 13-6 at the first timeout. And here we go. Looks like Harper Baker Lands is coming into the game. Same as Austin Horner. Ben Weederholt, and none other than Colin Schmidt as well. Schmidt, Baker Lands, and Horner coming into the game. And Ben Weederholt as well. And here's the pass back in. Bo Dilly with the dunk. Dilly dunks it in. Here's Schmidt. Bounce pass, blocked. Back to Baker Lands, back to Roden, back to Harper. Harper, Baker Lands for 3. This is the most amount of points they have scored, like in the first quarter against Plainfield already. And they were tied with the amount of points that they had at the end of the first half yesterday. Martinsville is. Here's Schmidt. Back to Horner. Horner. Back to Schmidt. Colin Schmidt for 3. Here's Grady Broughton. Schmidt covering. Schmidt knocks the ball loose. Grady Broughton for 3. Here's Roden. Roden. Buzzer beater, no good. 19-13, Plainfield lead after the first quarter. Martinsville having a better game tonight than they had last night. But the Quakers still have the lead. Welcome back to Red Pride Court, the home of the Quakers. Plainfield up by 6 over Martinsville, and it looks like that Plainfield will have the ball to start it. Here's Roden. Horner back to Horner back to Roden. Back to Horner. Austin Horner for 3. Out there for Martinsville, it's Cale Vanderbush, Eric Moyer, JJ Gullich, Bo Dilly, and Gavin Likens. Here's Baker Lands. Gavin Likens for 3. Once again, it's a 6-point game. Baker Lands, back to Schmidt. Back to Horner. Back to Schmidt, back to Baker Lands. Hartford Baker Lands. Quick pass to Schmidt, to Horner. Austin Horner for 3. Horner starting to go off just a bit. Baker Lands was knocking the ball loose out of Dilly's hands. Here's a shot, and it's blocked. And it is no good on the second try. Schmidt there. Back to Horner. Austin Horner for 3 again. 28-16. Martinsville still losing this one. Here's Dilly. He has it. Bakerland's covering. Likens, I think. Yes, sir. Gavin Likens for 3. Horner back to Schmidt. Schmidt back to Roden. Roden throws it back over to Schmidt. To Horner. Austin Horner for 3. He's already shot everywhere on the court. It's 31-19 now. Schmidt with it. Knocks the ball loose. Hands it to Horner. Austin Horner for 2. He already has 3 threes and now a 2. Horner going off now. Baker Lands. Covering Dilly. Dilly almost loses the ball. Back to Moyers. Moyers' junk, no good. Dullage. His shot finally goes in. Here's Horner. Back to Schmidt. Back to Baker Lands. Back to Schmidt. Back to Horner. Horner with it. For 3. Austin Horner for 3 again. Horner going off. Timeout, Martinsville. Martinsville calls their second timeout. And they are down 36-21 in Plainfield. Martinsville will be hosting in a couple days. As it will take Monrovia a while. I mean, it will take Monrovia a day, like, to move their stuff into Martinsville's other locker rooms. Plainfield will be in the main visiting locker room, but Franklin and Monrovia will be in the others. Will be in the women's locker room that they have. And here we go. The Grizzly Cubs won Game 2 against Monrovia. Plainfield trying to take a 2-0 lead against Martinsville. Martinsville, their fans happy that they made it here, but they know that it's going to be tough. That it's going to be a tough road ahead if they want to make the championship game. Weirholt blocking now. Here's a pass. Pass is Broughton. Grady Broughton. The 2 is no good. Here's Schmidt. Back to Baker Lands. Baker Lands with the layup. And Plainfield is pulling away now from Martinsville. Grady Broughton for 3. Weirholt back to Schmidt. Back to Baker Lands. Back to Horner. Austin Horner for 3. Yeah, it's about to be 2 games in a row that Plainfield has scored over 40 points. Schmidt, the 2 is no good. 41-26 at halftime. Plainfield leads it. I think it's that Austin Horner had over 20 points already. Welcome back to the Red Pride Court. To start the second half, Horner already has 20 points. Weirholt back to Schmidt. Back to Roden. Roden there. Roden up for 2. And he makes it. It's 43-26. Here's Dilly. And the shot is, and the pass is taken away by Baker Lands. Baker Lands for 3. Harper Baker Lands for 3. Baker Lands steals the ball. Back to Weirholt. Blocked by Dilly. It's Wyrick. Schmidt with the block. Vanderbush hits it. Grady Broughton for 3. Great shot by the Artesians. Here's Austin Horner. Horner for 3. And it does not go in, but Roden will get it back. Roden for 2. Offensive rebound by Zach Roden. Here's Dilly. The shot is good. Weirholt back to Schmidt. Back to Baker Lands. And here's Schmidt there. And it is dunked in. I think that was Weston Wire like that dunked it in. Here's Schmidt. Back to Horner. Austin Horner for 3. No good. Wyrick with the rebound. Rotten there. Vanderbush for 3. No good. Schmidt with the rebound. Here's Horner. Austin Horner for 3, and it does not go in again. Dilly with the ball. Dilly's shot is good. Roden back to Schmidt. Schmidt back to Roden. Zach Roden there. Back to Colin Schmidt. To Horner. Austin Horner for 3. Finally goes in. Here's Vanderbush. Bo Dilley for 3. Bo Dilley for 3. With a shot there. Here is Colin Schmidt. Colin Schmidt for 3. 57-38. Great defense by the Quakers. Here's Broughton. Horner almost with the block there. 17-point lead. Here's Schmidt. Back to Roden. Roden. There. For 2. Here's Broughton. Grady Broughton for 3. Horner to Roden. Roden, 3. No good. 59-43 at the end of the third quarter. What a game we are seeing. The Quakers defense is on top of things, but we have already seen a lot of shots made by the Artesians. Welcome back to the Red Pride Court. It is a sold-out crowd in Plainfield, as it's Martinsville, who is down by over 10 points now from the Quakers. And here we go once again. Look at this tight defense Plainfield has. Stutes with it. Back to Moyers. Back to Broughton. Great Broughton for 3. Baker Lands back to Schmidt. Back to Baker Lands. Quick pass back to Schmidt. How about for Martinsville? Moyers is out there with Broughton. Then it's Ezra Polly, Grady Broughton, and I think Dilley as well. It's stolen by Trevor Stutes. Stutes in for 2. 94 points is the target goal for Plainfield. Schmidt. Quick pass to Baker Lands. Harper, Baker Lands for 3. How about Baker Lands going off tonight? Here's Wiederhold. Back to Dilley. Dilley there. Schmidt covering. Dilley for 2. Great game. Horner back to Roden. Baker Lands back to Roden. Back to Horner. Horner for 3. He drains it. It's a swish. Horner will take the ball away. Austin Horner for 3. Out of bounds. Plainfield takes the ball back. Man, what a game we are seeing now. Cale Vanderbush, Ezra Polly, and J.J. Gullidge on the court for the Quakers. Wiederholt, back to Horner. Back to Schmidt. Back to Baker Lands. Baker Lands for 2. 70-50. Here's Horner. Back. Look at Vanderbush with it. Roden covering Vanderbush. And the lob is taken away by the Quakers. Horner with the dunk. And that is Horner's first dunk of the night. Austin Horner have a night. Schmidt covering Broughton. Look at this defense by Plainfield. And the shot does not go in. Cale Vanderbush for 3. Vanderbush's shot does go in. Wiederholt back to Schmidt. Back to Roden. Zach Roden for 3. Great defense. Roden knocks the ball loose. Horner with it. 4-2. And the Quakers are pulling away big time. Here's Wiederholt. Look at this defense. Broughton back to Vanderbush. Horner almost with the block. 77-55. Here's Schmidt. Back to Wiederholt. And it's stolen by J.J. Gullidge. Wiederholt gets knocked down. Bo Tilley for 2. It's a much better game here tonight than it was last night. Here's Horner with it. Back to Schmidt. To Wiederholt. To Bakerlands. Back to Roden. Zach Roden for 2. Man, what a game we have seen. Zach Roden for 2 here. Oh, Broughton gets around Schmidt. But here's the pass. Cale Vanderbush again for 3. Cale Vanderbush going off tonight once again. Schmidt back to Bakerlands. Bakerlands back to Roden. Zach Roden. The 3 is no good. Ezra Pauly there. Schmidt covering. Schmidt there. Almost takes away Broughton, but Broughton gets it. Ezra Pauly, his shot is no good. Horner with it. Back to Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt for 3. It's 82-60. Roden knocks the ball loose, but Dilly will pick it back up. Broughton for 3. And he drains it. And he drains it. Grady Broughton for 3. Here's Schmidt. Back to Horner. Back to Roden. Zach Roden for 2. Plainfield needs 10 more points until they win it. Schmidt knocks the ball out of bounds, and Martinsville will keep possession. Coming in for Martinsville, it's Weston Wyrick, number 8. Dilly to Vanderbush. Roden knocks the ball loose. Roden with the layup. And this defense for Plainfield is outstanding. Vanderbush there. Quick pass. Dilly with it once again. Bakerlands. Bo Dilly misses it again. Here's Roden. Quick speed by Roden for 3. It's Zach Roden. Wyrick there. Back to Vanderbush. Vanderbush there with it. Horner steals it away again. Back to Schmidt. Back to Horner. Austin Horner for 3. Plainfield just needs one more score. Schmidt. Back to Wiederholt. Wiederholt will win the game for the Quakers. The Quakers win it at home 94-63. What a game we saw tonight. Exactly, what a game we have saw tonight. 94-63 is the final score. Martinsville will be back home against Plainfield coming up next in a couple days. Austin Horner, though, is the New Balance player of the game. And he went off tonight. What a game for Austin Horner. Thanks for watching, everyone.